Hi! So, it's October, the 3rd maybe, possibly, and I got very distracted with a few things this month, one of them being a cold, which made it so I couldn't make, well, I'm making excuses, but I wanted to make that house video, and I got sick, which sucked. So, that happened, plus half the pre-orders I got for this month didn't come, or have been delayed, or been like delayed, but like not by the manufacturer, by Amazon. It's just been a little bit of a mess. There is still stuff here, so I will be showing that. And yeah. And by the way, I was actually in a closed beta for a game called Ghost in the Shell First Assault. It's a free-to-play first-person shooter right now. It's supposed to come out next year. I got in access, and it was cool as shit. It was really cool. I recorded some stuff. I'm not allowed to post it or anything right now, but when the NDA is gone, maybe I can. I don't know. But you can search up the trailers and stuff. It's really cool. There's probably people out there who haven't listened to the NDA. But yeah, it's just really cool. So let's get to some of the stuff. There's not a lot here, but let's get to the small stuff first. This is a great pun, by the way. And that is, you're probably looking going, you bought Lego? Well, yes and no. Yes, it is Lego, but no, it's not just Lego. This is, there's a game that came out called Lego Dimensions, and I got the Back to the Future set, which comes with Marty McFly, the DeLorean, and the hoverboard, which is all really cool stuff. But you're probably thinking, so up next is the game, right? Right? Yeah, I would hope so. I just realized you totally could see my monitor and like what I've been doing. Let's see if I can minimize this. There we go. I know you can't really see much of what I was doing. You totally could. Doesn't matter. No big deal. But yeah, the game was one of those items that was delayed. I was supposed to get it the 28th or something. I was supposed to get it this month. And something happened. Let me see if I can fix this camera. Okay, I heard a snap sound while moving it, so we won't be doing that. But yeah, they delayed it. They're like, oh, you might get it Friday of next month. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we got them. Not the actual game, sadly. But, oh, fun fact. With this Lego Dimensions, you need to get the game before building things, because the actual instructions for building the toy is actually in the game. I cheated and watched someone who did a Let's Play, and yeah, that was great. But yeah. So next, I guess we'll do these. As I said, there isn't much here, so it's not gonna be a long video. But yeah. Next is Sonic: The Lost Worlds. The Deadly Six Bonus Edition. It's dinged if you can't see. It's pretty dinged up there. But this is a Wii U game, obviously, because it's in my hand. And this was probably, people say, is one of the only good Sonic games to come out in a while. Not other than Sonic Colors, because Sonic Colors was also the other game that everyone says that was really good. But I wanted this game just to play the Legend of Zelda DLC that was apparently free, I believe. I haven't done it yet, obviously, because I don't know. But this game goes for like 40 to 50 bucks. Because, like, I don't know. I'm not sure if they didn't print a lot of them, or they did, but people don't want to sell them. Either way, this game goes for more money than I want to buy it for. At least online. And I found it for 20 something bucks. I think after tax, or after shipping, it was like 28 bucks, which is a little bit more than I normally want. But considering the case was you can't really find this game, for me anyways, I picked it up, and yeah, I gotta dust off the Wii U and play it, which hopefully will be sooner than later. I want to talk about this game maybe last out of everything, because this one will probably be a fair chunk of time. This I can talk about real fast because I haven't seen it yet, and that is One Piece! Season 7, Voyage 2, episodes 397 to 409. You guys know, One Piece is great. One Piece is amazing. Watch One Piece. This is in the... Well, I don't even know what the arc is called. I haven't even been paying attention, really. But it's where the celestial dragons are, and you know, the crazy navy, high mucky muck navy people who have slaves and stuff, and of course Luffy and them snapped and started punching people, and now there's a giant fight happening, and you damn well know, because they are beating up probably some of the highest of the mucky mucks of the navies. Every big navy guy, even apparently Kuma dude here, is gonna come and start killing people. So probably this box set is gonna be just fighting the box set. So I'm really interested to watch it. I've actually had this for a couple weeks now and haven't watched it because I usually watch it with my brother, and things haven't been working out when it comes to him being home because he goes out. But yeah, One Piece, awesome. So there's that, and oh man, there isn't much here. There's only two other things other than like with that game I want to talk about. But I'll talk about this real fast. This will take a second or two. But I'm always interested in trading card games, even though I don't have many people, if not any people, to play them with. I'm always interested in new ones that come out, ones that are kind of gaining attraction, or even if they're not gaining attraction, I'm always interested in card games that, if they're really, like, they might be really cool. They could be a knockoff of something, but they could be really cool, and say years down the line, it'll kind of have like a reinsurgence of like people wanting to play it, but of course the company's gone under, or somehow you can't get the game anymore. So I'm always interested in just picking up random card games. And this one's been really interesting to me. Sorry about my voice. But I really want to try this one out. So I bought a starter box and a booster box for this game. So if I don't learn it now, I can learn it later and still have the items needed, you know, and basically a whole set of one of the sets. And that is a game, and I made this binder, called Dice Masters. Now you can tell here with Dice Masters, this I wish this was a wide angle lens. I have Batman, I got Superman, I got Avengers, I got Dungeons and Dragons, and I got Yu-Gi-Oh! All on the same cover. And that's because this game actually has a bunch of different licenses that can fight together. You can mix and match. It's a little bit like Weiss Schwarz, which is a Japanese anime card game, which has a bunch of, not just anime, but, you know, Japanese properties together, and you can mix and match. Well, this is very much different than your average card game. Right now, if you guys can't guess with me, I actually went and got the Yu-Gi-Oh! Set. And I have them all set here. I have two of each of every card except for a handful because I didn't get all of them. But you know, you got your cards. It's gonna be really hard to try to show off, but there's three of each card, and each card, usually the case, not every case, but it's usually a common, uncommon, and then a rare. And then you can tell that there's actually different writing here. So you can have a different card, but like two people can have the same card, but they have different effects. And yeah, it's really cool. But you're probably thinking, okay, so why did you put the entire set away if you want to learn to play it? And the reason for that is this is not your average trading card game. It's actually not a trading card game, and there's a reason why it's called Dice Master. We'll get that in a second. Each deck, it's not decks, I guess playmat or whatever, has 8 cards, I believe. I haven't played yet, I've only watched some videos. But it has about 8 cards, and those 8 cards have their different effects, and you can activate those effects. And I'll explain that in a sec. So we got some Millennium items here. And here I got the... Ooh, you can't see Obelisk up there, but I have the God cards. I have all of the Obelisk ones, which is really cool. But yeah, it comes with then kind of your spell cards, which... The funny thing is, all the spell card things here, I'm not sure if that's what they call them, but these spell card things, you can only get by buying the starter kit and not the booster box. So you need to buy a starter kit if you want to play, and it just comes with a handful or whatever of that set. But I almost have every set in the thing. Here, let me just over here. This is what a playmat looks like, and you're like, that's really small. if you guys haven't realized something yet, this game is called Dice Masters. Now let's just close this binder up. And I do want to get a D&D one next. But here is the actual game. Now I actually made this box also. Like I made, you guys know what I mean. I went out and bought this binder that I could have a thing, and I printed out my Photoshop. And I need another Photoshop here where it's a bunch of the dice and the Yu-Gi-Oh logo, Dice Masters. This is my Yu-Gi-Oh set. This is actually a tackle box, but it's amazing for this. Just open it up here. And here is basically the game. Each card has their own dice, which can be very, very hectic. But now Yu-Gi-Oh is actually a little different when it comes to the dice, and I mean just a little, because it's actually a little bit more annoying. The company, Konami, who owns Yu-Gi-Oh, was like, hey, we want ours to be a little bit more collectible, so each dice has a number to go with that card. But in the most case, every case except for Yu-Gi-Oh, if you have, say, what's an example? If you have a summon skull and there's 3 of the same card, right? As we said, there's 3 of each card. You can have any dice that's a summon skull dice, but in this case, you need to actually have the numbered dice. Doesn't matter. But each character has their own dice, and that those dice you put as many as you want, up to I think it's like 20 dice. You need to have your magic dice, your activation dice or whatever, and you need to have your character dice. But you have to have it's like Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh, where it's like, oh, you need you don't need, but it's like, oh, I need 20 trap cards and 20 monster cards, or you know what I mean? Like you have to have a certain amount of cards, but you get to kind of mix of what you want in there. And you put them in a bag, and you shake the bag, and you draw your dice, and then you roll the dice, and then those dice points go on your card, and then with the card, then if you have enough points, you can do an attack to your opponent. It's really, really cool. It's like Magic the Gathering mixed with D&D, mixed with, well, Yu-Gi-Oh in this case. It's just really cool, and I also went and bought for $1 oh, my other one's over there. I bought 6 20-sided dice for $1 on eBay, because the life points are up to 20. So in all case, this game is really cool. Now, the price I spent, I should actually show this real fast. And all these are my duplicates. Actually, that's a lie. They're my triplicates. Because each card in my binder, I have a double of. So I have a sleeve, and I put 2 cards of the same card in a sleeve, and then I put it in the binder, and that is my play cards. These are just my doubles. All my goddamn doubles. Oh, sorry, I said it again. My triples. All these are my damn triples. So this was a big investment, because where I live, you can't find this stuff. So ordering it online, and of course, how I ordered online was very expensive too. But usually the retail, it's about 60 something bucks for the box, with I think it's 90 packs. If you go to a store, the packs are 99 cents each. You get 2 cards and 2 dice. But because of where I live, I need to spend about $100 for the box, and it's about 15 bucks for a starter kit, which you need to get if you want to play. And of course, in my case, it was 20 something bucks because of where I live and yada yada. But it was a huge money sink. But it's a really, really cool game. And they're still releasing sets out there. This is just phase 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! They made it sound like it might have another phase. They have 2 phases of, I think, of Avengers. They have an X-Men. They have 2 DC sets that are out. They have a Dungeons and Dragons set. So whatever you like property-wise, it's out there. Well, it's not out there. There isn't a lot of sets. They're fairly new. It's only been out for a couple years, if that, a year and a bit. So it's a really cool game. You can find tutorial videos online that the actual company's made, and I think it's WizKids, I think, maybe, who made it. It's just really cool. And I'm a sucker for trading card games and dice games, so yeah. Let me just take a sip of something before I get into a giant sink once again. But yes, the last item that I got, as I said, a lot of items were delayed, and it really bugged me. But the one thing that wasn't delayed that I got, and I've put in, oh, must be 60 plus hours. It has to be. I haven't checked. It's probably even actually way more than that. And I still haven't beat the game. I'm about halfway through because every time I unlock something, I do it. I'm trying to 100% this game, and it's going to take me a very long time. And that is, if you guys don't know me, which a lot of you don't, but if you guys can even think for a second, that game is Metal Gear. Just like one of my Japanese animes. This game is great. It's not the best Metal Gear game ever made. I'll tell you that right now. I've been a fan of Metal Gear since the first one. When I mean the first one, I mean Metal Gear Solid, because I never played the Metal Gears on the MSX, or technically I didn't play them on the Nintendo. Whatever, trying to get all technical before someone goes goo-goo-doo-goo-doo. But this is not the best Metal Gear. It's the longest. It's the most interactive. It's the most open world. But the story, in my opinion, is super lacking compared to something like Snake Eater, which, like, I think Snake Eater is my favorite. I own it 3 or 4 different versions of the game, and I have like 6 or 7 copies of the game. So, like, that game I've played a lot. I think it's fantastic. This game is also fantastic, but the story I think is very lacking. That being said, I've put like 60 plus hours into it. It's just fun to, like, grind in the game, unlock more points. From those points, buy more weapons. With those weapons, buy more customization for things. Go in, sneak into a camp at nighttime, take out a guy. It's the ultimate sneaking game, you know. It's great. There's many things that bug me as a fan of the series, but that doesn't make it a bad game at all. I haven't finished it yet, so I won't be spoiling anything because I haven't finished anything. But don't spoil it for me. Yeah, it's just, I just realized, like, I thought I could talk about this game for a very long time, and then I realized, well, it's very repetitive in the sense of, hey, here's a mission, Snake. Go take out that guy. Hey, here's a mission, Snake. Go save the prisoner. Hey, like, there's very much a lot of copying and pasting when it comes to this game. But it's a Japanese game, right? It's not an American game, so of course there's a lot of repetitive grinding. So if you go into this game going, oh, the grinding is horrible, why would they do that? Then you've never played like a Japanese RPG or anything. It's made by the same kind of people, but, you know, people forget that the Metal Gear games are very Japanese, and yeah, but I like it, I really do. I don't like that Kiefer Sutherland is Snake. I very much prefer David Hayter to be Snake still. I don't care about the excuses. It still bugs me. But yeah, I got the day 1 edition because I wanted it day 1. I wasn't gonna wait. I bought full price. Yeah, I really do like it. But I will say that Ground Zeroes, the engine of Ground Zeroes, in my opinion, feels a little... It felt weirdly better. There were certain things that was in Ground Zeroes that they've changed in Phantom Pain, and also vice versa. But, like, I don't know, like certain things like bullet drop. Like in Ground Zeroes, you could take the tranquilizer and snipe someone across map if you were like super, like, you know, aiming, click. In this game, you can't do that at all. You need to be closer, right? So I don't know. There's engine. Doesn't matter. The game is fantastic. I'm ranting just for ranting's sake. And sorry that this wasn't the biggest video or the greatest video, but trying to fight this damn cold. And hopefully next month, there's a few things I hope that are coming. Actually, when I say next month, I mean this month. That are coming. I'm gonna try to pump out another video. I know I keep saying that, but like I look over my shelf. There's Super Sentai I want to talk about. By the way, guys, Super Sentai. Japanese Power Rangers is released on DVD. You can get the Super Sentai Zoo Ranger, which you guys probably already know about this. I've talked about it before. But they're actually, in November, comes out Super Sentai, I think it's Dai Ranger? I haven't been paying attention, but it's the sequel to Zoo Ranger where they're all, I think they're ninja based. Which I'm super hyped for, because if you guys don't know, I love my Japanese tokusatsu, and when it's released on DVD in Canada and America, fuck yes. Sorry about the language, but oh, it's so good. It's so good. I gotta thank Shout Factory for their releases, because they're fantastic. But sorry for the ranting. I thank you for watching. And oh, that's what I didn't show. I was gonna make a comment about Star Wars until I realized I got some Star Wars things I wanted to show. Try to look to see if there's anything super weird I can't show over here. Don't think there is. I think we would be safe. Let me just kind of move this camera. Sorry about the mess here. Let's see if I can move this camera up. Ba 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 ba. I'm sick, so me singing and shit's bad. I got some Star Wars toys. I got so these, if you guys don't know, there's I think these are Bandai. I'm not too sure, but whatever. They've been releasing Star Wars official toys lately. At Walmart, I was able to find. Actually, I found half of the. Actually, more than half of these at EB Games, which is a GameStop, and they're each figure is $25 except for this. I forget what it's called, but the ball droid thing actually came with shit. What's her name? She's like the only character I don't really care about right now, but it came with her. But I got a Finn. These are all 6-inch, except for, of course, Chewbacca. His is a good inch or two higher than the rest, because it would make sense compared-wise. But Finn comes with a blaster, with his coat, which looks really cool. We got Kylo Ren, sorry, of the Knights of Ren with his saber, which is super cool. And you can actually take his hood off. Trying not to make him fall. But he's got like a stormtrooper-ish type helmet, which is kind of cool. Oh, of course he fell backwards. I'll fix that later. You got the girl, which I can't think of her damn name. And then you got Chewbacca with his crossbow. And they all have joints. The girl's joints, funny enough, are actually the worst out of all of them. Her arms are super skinny. It feels like she's gonna break every time you try to move her arms. Hers is the worst figure out of the ones I've gotten so far. But I guess they did that because she came with an extra one, I guess, so money saved. People just punching my room for some reason, if you didn't hear that. But yeah, they're really cool. They're expensive, but I wanted them. And then the set, I think they're 1, 2, 3, and 5. So there is one I'm missing, and I don't know who yet because I haven't gone and searched for it. It's either gonna be Han Solo or Captain Plasma, which was the silver, the chrome-looking stormtrooper. But yeah, they're really cool. I'm totally glad I found them. And you're probably thinking, you are the devil, you opened the box. Well, I wanted to, and the boxes are actually very openable without ruining them. It's just a little piece of tape, like shitty tape, holding the box. So you just take the tape off, open your box. It's super easy, no ruining the boxes. These are the black editions, black series editions. Because these ones, the models look great except for hers. They just look amazing. And I finally saw at a store, I saw the normal toys, the 3.5 ones, which are half the size, and their moldings, they wanted $10 a piece, and their moldings looked freaking horrible, which is sad because I was going to order a bunch of them online. So I'm really glad. I'm going to be collecting these ones when I find them. But yeah, I'm just wasting your time. I'm sorry. Thank you for watching. And yeah, I own Guitar Hero on tour on the DS. because I'm an insane person. Tura.